What's up, man? I told y'all about today's read on Global Mark Media Radio, Global Mark Podcast on Instagram and Facebook. Today's read is Crown. This book was suggested by my very own CJ right here in the house. Y'all see me in the Global Mark Studios. Y'all see some of the educational things in the background right there. Every day we try to do a story read for the kids. We know parents is a challenge sometimes at home, keeping their attention. So we like to make it fun. Me being an educator, 20 years. This segment is brought to you by D-Town, blood types born in the D. Make sure you get one of the sweaters today. Crown, an ode to the fresh cut. I'm gonna get one again. I'm gonna get one. I promise. I promise. I promise. I'm gonna get one. This book was written by Derek Barnes, illustrated by Gordon James. Written by Derek Barnes, illustrated by Gordon James. So, see there? You make the inside pages, some of the dynamics of a book. It's the Deneen Milner book, Bolden, an Agate imprint out of Chicago. To Silas Nathaniel, a.k.a. Nestle Snipes. Hashtag Barnes Brothers Forever. To my son, Gabriel, and his barber, Mr. Reggie. When it's your turn in the chair, you stand at attention and forget about who you were when you walk through that door. Let me read that again for you. When it's your turn in the chair, you stand at attention and forget about who you were when you walk through that door. My turn, baby. You came in as a lump of clay, a blank canvas, a slab of marble. But when my man is done with you, they'll want to post you up in the museum. That's my word. He'll drape you like royalty with a cape to keep the fine hairs off your neck and your princely robes. It's amazing what a tight fade, high, low, ball does for your confidence. Dark Caesar. Man, y'all see that floor? Who knows? You might just smash that geography exam tomorrow and rearrange the entire principal's honor roll. A fresh cut does something to your brain, right? It hooks up to your intellectual. You're a star, a brilliant, blazing star, not the kind that you'll find on the sidewalk in Hollywood. Nope. They're going to have you wear shades when they look up to catch your shine. He'll lean you back in the chair, dab that cool shaving cream on your forehead, and then craft a flawless line with that razor. Slow, steady, surgical. It frames your swagger. The cute girl in the class across the way won't be able to keep her pretty eyes off you. Her friends will giggle and whisper, "Girl, he's so fine." Yeah, that's what they'll all say. The whole school will be seasick from the rows and rows and ripples. You have more waves on your head than the Atlantic Ocean. Shout out to my do-rag and Patience. See, my man got his do-rag on. There's a dude to the left of you with the faux hawk, deep part, skin fade. He looks presidential. Maybe he's the CEO of a tech company that manufactures cool. He's a boss. That's how important he looks. Dude to the right of you looks majestic, There are thousands of black angels waiting to guide and protect him as soon as he steps a foot out that door. That's how important he looks. Y'all see that mohawk? That faux hawk? There's a dude standing in the mirror that can't get over the masterful designs crafted on the side of his dome. Everywhere he goes, people will ask for his autograph. He looks that fresh. He looks like he owns a few acres of land on Saturn. Maybe there's a river named after him on Mars. He looks that important. There are two dudes, one with locks, the other with cornrows, and a lady with a butterscotch complexion. And all they want is a shape up, tapered sides, and a trim, and a crisp but subtle line. And sometimes in life, that's all you will ever need, a crisp, subtle line. Let's continue. When your barber is done, you'll feel like $1 million and some change. When his fingertips hit you with that apple green alcohol or that witch hazel, it'll sting, but not like the scorpion or a hornet, more like an electric stamp of approval. And when you see the cut yourself in that handheld mirror, you'll smile a really big smile. That's the you that you love the most. That's the you that wins everything. That's the gold medal you. Every person in the shop will rise to their feet and give you a round of applause for being so fly. Not really, but they'll look like they want to. You'll see it in their eyes. It's the look your English teacher gives you when she hands you your last test with a bright red 97 slapped on it. It's how your mother looks at you before she calls you beautiful. Flowers are beautiful. Sunrises are beautiful. Being viewed in your mother's eyes as someone that matters, now that's beautiful. And you'll take it. You don't mind that at all. Finally, he'll remove your cape, then swipe you down with a brush made from a golden horsetail. You'll put money in his hand without even expecting change back. Tip that man. Tip that man. It was always worth it. It always is. Teach your kids the intangible gratitude of tipping. You'll know why, because you'll leave out of the shop every single time feeling the exact same way. Magnificent, flawless, like royalty. Hello, world. A quick note from the author. A quick note from the author. Mr. Tony was my barber in the 6th grade. To get in his chair, I rode the Prospect southbound Metro bus to 63rd Street every Thursday. The day of the week, my mother would leave $8 on the kitchen table so that I could get my hair cut. Walking out of that shop, I never felt the same kid that went in. I couldn't wait for Friday morning so that Carmela Swift, my girlfriend, could see how perfect my box was shaped up. I knew she'd bug out about the 2 parts on the right side of my head, which in my mind made me look like Big Daddy Kane. There was no way she'd resist my ruler straight hairline, a precise frame for my smiling brown 11-year-old face. That fresh cut made you more handsome. It made you more smarter, more visible, and more aware of every great thing that could happen in your world. With this offering, I wanted to capture that moment when black and brown boys all over America visit the shop and hop out of that chair, filled with higher self-esteem, with self-pride, with confidence, and an overall elevated view of who they are. The fresh cuts, that's where it all begins. It's how we develop swagger, and when we begin to care about how we present ourselves to the world. It's also the time when most of us become privy to the conversations and the company of hard-working black men from all walks of life. We learn to mimic their tone, inflection, sense of humor, and verbal combative skills when discussing politics, women, sports, our community, and our future. And really, other than the church, the experience of getting a haircut is pretty much the only place in the black community where a black boy is tended to, treated like royalty. Crown, an ode to the fresh cut, focuses on the humanity, the beautiful, raw, smart, perceptive, assured humanity of black boys, sons, brothers, nephews, grandsons, and how they see themselves when they're highly approved of their reflection in the mirror. Deep down inside, they wish that everyone could see what they see, a real life, breathing, compassionate, thoughtful, brilliant, limitless soul that matters, that desperately matters. We always matter. Derek Barnes, the author. Crown, an ode to the fresh cut. This is the read of the day. There'll be plenty more to come. Thank you for tuning in to Global Mark Radio Podcast on Instagram, Global Mark Podcast on Facebook, and the Global Mark Media Podcast Radio on Spreaker and Podbean. A Coretta Scott King author honor book, a Coretta Scott King illustrator honor book, a Newbery honor book, a Caldecott honor book, an Ezra Jack Keats new author award book, a Society of Illustrators gold medal book, named the best book of 2017 by NPR Books, Huffington Post, Publishers Weekly, Kirkus Reviews, the Los Angeles Times, the Boston Globe, the Horn Book Magazine, and the New Observer. Wow. So hot you expect the words to ignite the page, says NPR Books. A not-to-be-missed portrayal of the beauty of the black boyhood, says the Horn Book Magazine. It oozes black cool, says Kirkus Reviews. So make sure you check this book out, man. It goes for $17.95 on the Deneen Miller book. It's a Bolden and Agate imprint. That's at www.agatepublishing.com. Thank you for listening.